Whispers of Meadowville, A Simple Love Tale. Chapter 1: The Encounter. In the quaint town of Meadowville, nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, there lived a man named Robert. He was the embodiment of simplicity, a gentle soul with a heart as vast as the open sky. With a mop of tousled brown hair and a pair of warm, hazel eyes, Robert was the kind of person who found joy in the little things, like the rustle of leaves in the breeze or the scent of freshly brewed coffee in the morning. On one particular sun-drenched day, as the golden rays painted the town in hues of warmth, Robert decided to take his usual stroll through the town park. The park, with its well-manicured lawns and the melody of chirping birds, was his sanctuary, a place where he sought solace from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. As Robert wandered along the winding pathways, his attention was drawn to a bench bathed in dappled sunlight. A young woman, engrossed in a book, sat there. Her name was Emily, a vision of serenity amid the blooming flowers. Her hair cascaded in waves around her shoulders, and the book in her hand seemed to transport her to another world. Their eyes met, as if guided by an unseen force that recognized the potential for something magical. In that brief moment, the universe seemed to pause, allowing the spark of connection to flicker to life. Robert, captivated by the scene unfolding before him, felt a surge of curiosity and warmth. Emily, sensing the gaze upon her, looked up from her book, and their eyes locked in an exchange that spoke volumes without a single word. The air between them crackled with an unspoken understanding, a recognition that they were more than mere strangers passing by. It was as if fate had orchestrated this encounter, weaving the threads of their lives together in a tapestry of chance and destiny. In that shared gaze, a subtle invitation emerged, a call to explore the possibilities that lay beyond the surface. As Robert continued his stroll, leaving the enchanting scene behind, he couldn't shake off the feeling that something extraordinary had just transpired. The encounter with Emily lingered in his thoughts, casting a gentle spell that would shape the course of their lives. Little did he know that this sunny day and the simple exchange of glances would mark the beginning of a love story that would unfold in the heart of Meadowville, a love story destined to grow with each passing chapter. User.
Chapter 2: A Friendly Gesture. Inspired by the subtle magic of their initial encounter, Robert, true to his amiable nature, decided to turn that fleeting moment into a lasting connection. With a warm smile, he approached Emily, who looked up from her book with a curious twinkle in her eyes. "Hi there," Robert greeted, his voice carrying the friendliness that was a trademark of his character. "Mind if I join you?" Emily, pleasantly surprised by the unexpected company, gestured to the empty space beside her. "Not at all. Please, have a seat." And so began their first conversation, a lively exchange of thoughts and ideas that transcended the boundaries of mere pleasantries. Robert, ever the conversationalist, found it effortless to engage Emily in discussions about their favorite books, movies, and the hidden gems scattered throughout their charming town. The park, once a serene backdrop to their initial encounter, transformed into an animated space filled with laughter and shared stories. Emily, initially reserved, discovered the comfort of Robert's company, realizing that his kindness extended beyond a passing greeting. As they spoke, she sensed a genuine connection forming, a connection that surpassed the superficialities of casual conversation. They delved into their literary preferences, discovering shared favorites and exploring new titles recommended by one another. The words flowed effortlessly, creating a tapestry of shared interests and common ground. Their laughter, punctuated by the rustle of leaves in the breeze, echoed through the park, turning it into a sanctuary of camaraderie. As the conversation deepened, Robert couldn't help but marvel at the layers of Emily's personality unfolding before him. Her passion for storytelling mirrored his own, and the more they spoke, the more he realized that Emily was not just a passerby in the narrative of his life. She was becoming a friend, a kindred spirit who added depth and color to his world. In that simple exchange of thoughts under the dappled sunlight, a bond was solidifying, one that went beyond the constraints of mere acquaintanceship. Robert, with his innate ability to make others feel at ease, was not just a friendly stranger anymore. He was becoming an integral part of Emily's world, and she, in turn, was opening her heart to the warmth of his companionship. Little did they know that this friendly gesture, this decision to share a conversation on a park bench, would be the catalyst for a friendship that would blossom into something beautiful, setting the stage for the next chapters of their intertwined lives in Meadowville.
Chapter 3: Shared Interests. As days turned into weeks, Robert and Emily's friendship continued to flourish, weaving itself into the fabric of their daily lives in Meadowville. Their encounters in the park evolved from chance conversations to intentional rendezvous, and it became evident that their connection was built on more than just the whims of fate. A shared love for long walks in the park emerged as a cornerstone of their budding friendship. The park, once merely a place of serendipity, transformed into a cherished setting for their meaningful conversations and quiet reflections. The rustling leaves and the gentle hum of nature became the backdrop to their growing bond, an echo of the harmony developing between them. Music, it seemed, served as another bridge connecting their hearts. With each note and melody, they found a shared rhythm that resonated with the symphony of their companionship. Late afternoons were spent sharing favorite songs, exchanging recommendations, and occasionally, daring each other to dance beneath the open sky. In these moments, the park transformed into a dance floor, a space where laughter and music intertwined, painting their world with hues of joy. Beyond their shared love for the arts, Robert and Emily discovered a common passion for helping others. Whether it was volunteering at the local community center or organizing impromptu acts of kindness, their altruistic spirits found harmony. Together, they embarked on small adventures of goodwill, making a positive impact on the lives of those around them and, in the process, deepening the connection between themselves. Their shared interests served as the building blocks of a friendship that defied the ordinary. Robert and Emily's compatibility extended beyond the surface, revealing layers of understanding and resonance that went beyond the realms of chance. Each shared laugh, every synchronized step during their walks, and the harmony in their music choices became threads weaving a tapestry of shared experiences, creating a mosaic of moments that defined their unique connection. The town of Meadowville bore witness to the blossoming of their friendship, as Robert and Emily became inseparable companions in the simple joys of life. The park, now a cherished haven of shared interests and mutual understanding, stood as a testament to the strength of their bond. In the quietude of the setting sun and the embrace of the evening breeze, Robert and Emily found comfort in the knowledge that their friendship was evolving into something beautiful, a connection that held the promise of more chapters yet to unfold in their unfolding love story.
Chapter 4: A Helping Hand. In the heart of Meadowville, where the seasons painted the town in hues of change, a pivotal moment unfolded in the story of Robert and Emily. It was a day like any other, with the sun casting its golden glow over the town, But within the rhythm of their routine, a challenge awaited Emily at her workplace. As the rays of the morning sun filtered through the curtains, Emily found herself grappling with a work-related predicament that weighed heavily on her shoulders. The lines of worry etched across her forehead were not lost on Robert when he met her in the park later that day. His keen sense of empathy detected a shift in her demeanor, and without hesitation, he inquired about her well-being. Emily, normally composed and self-assured, confided in Robert about the challenges she faced at work. The weight of her responsibilities seemed to burden her spirit, and the weight of uncertainty cast shadows on her usual sunny disposition. Sensing her need for support, Robert, with a sincerity that defined his character, extended a helping hand. "I'm here for you, Emily. Whatever you're going through, you don't have to face it alone," Robert reassured her, his eyes reflecting a genuine concern for her well-being. Their usual park bench became a sanctuary for shared vulnerabilities and heartfelt conversations. As Emily poured out her concerns, Robert listened attentively, offering not just a sympathetic ear but also words of encouragement. His gentle reassurance and practical advice provided a balm for Emily's troubled soul, alleviating the weight of her worries. In the days that followed, Robert became a steadfast pillar of support. He attended to the intricacies of her concerns, providing insight and perspective that went beyond the surface. His willingness to stand by her side during this challenging time showcased a depth of friendship that went beyond casual companionship. Emily, touched by Robert's kindness, felt a gratitude that went beyond words. Their shared experience of overcoming adversity became a turning point in their friendship. It was a testament to the strength of their bond, proving that love, in its purest form, was not just about romantic gestures but also about being there for each other through life's inevitable trials. In helping Emily navigate her professional challenges, Robert had unknowingly deepened the roots of their connection. As the sun set on that challenging day, a newfound understanding and closeness enveloped Robert and Emily. The shared experience of overcoming obstacles became a chapter in their evolving story, one that emphasized the enduring nature of their connection and hinted at the resilience of the love that was gradually taking root in their hearts.
Chapter 5: Discovering Feelings. In the heart of Meadowville, where the town's pulse echoed in the rustling leaves and the laughter of its inhabitants, a subtle transformation was underway. Robert and Emily, two souls connected by the thread of friendship, found themselves on a path where emotions were blooming like the vibrant flowers in the park. With each passing day, the contours of their connection began to shift. What started as a chance encounter and grew into a genuine friendship now danced on the precipice of something more profound. Robert, with his hazel eyes reflecting the kindness that defined him, and Emily, with her radiant smile and the gentleness that had drawn him in, were unwittingly traversing the delicate landscape of emotions. The park, once a witness to their initial meeting and the backdrop for countless conversations, now seemed to hold a unique magic whenever they strolled beneath the canopy of trees. The air was charged with an unspoken understanding, and the space between them seemed to hum with an energy that transcended the boundaries of mere companionship. Love, like a quiet breeze, tiptoed into their hearts. It wasn't announced with fanfare or grand gestures, rather, it blossomed quietly, like the unfolding petals of a flower. Robert found himself drawn to Emily's laughter, and Emily discovered solace in the warmth of Robert's presence. Their conversations, once laced with the comfort of friendship, now carried a subtle undercurrent of something deeper, an unspoken acknowledgement of the emotions taking root. The town, with its cobblestone streets and cozy cafes, became a witness to stolen glances and lingering touches. The chemistry between Robert and Emily unfolded in the simplest of gestures, a brush of hands during a shared meal, a lingering gaze that held more than words could convey, and the shared smiles that spoke volumes in the silence. It wasn't until a gentle evening, when the hues of the setting sun painted the sky in warm pastels, that the realization dawned on both Robert and Emily. They stood in the park, amidst the whispering leaves, and the realization echoed between them like a shared secret. Their friendship had evolved into something deeper, something that carried the weight of unspoken affection. With a vulnerable honesty that defined their connection, Robert voiced the sentiment that had been silently growing within him. "Emily, I've been feeling something more than friendship. Something deeper." Emily, her eyes reflecting the same emotions, nodded in quiet agreement. "I've been feeling it too, Robert. It's like the air changes when we're together, and I can't imagine not having you in my life." In that moment, beneath the canvas of the twilight sky, the acknowledgement of their evolving feelings marked a pivotal chapter in their story. Love, having quietly taken residence in their hearts, now demanded acknowledgement and acceptance. The park, once witness to chance encounters and shared laughter, became the backdrop for a defining moment, a realization that would set the stage for the chapters yet to unfold in the love story of Robert and Emily.
Chapter 6: Confessions. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of orange and pink across the sky, Robert and Emily found themselves in the park once again. The same park where their story had begun, an open canvas that had witnessed the emergence of a connection that transcended the ordinary. Under the burgeoning night sky, stars twinkling like diamonds overhead, the air carried a sense of anticipation. Robert, carrying the weight of unspoken words in his heart, decided that this evening would be the canvas upon which he would paint his deepest feelings. They settled onto the familiar bench, the very spot where their initial encounter had set the stage for the chapters that unfolded. The park, now a silent witness to their evolving story, seemed to hold its breath in anticipation of what was to come. With a deep breath, Robert turned to Emily, his hazel eyes reflecting the vulnerability of his emotions. "Emily, there's something I've been wanting to share with you. Something that has been growing within me, quietly but persistently." Emily, sensing the gravity of the moment, looked at him with a mixture of curiosity and anticipation. "What is it, Robert? You can tell me anything." With sincerity as his guide, Robert began to express the feelings that had blossomed within him, the admiration, the warmth, and the quiet longing that had transformed their friendship into something more profound. He confessed his love with a heartfelt eloquence, each word carrying the weight of his emotions. As he spoke, the air seemed to still, the world shrinking to just the two of them under the cosmic embrace of the night. Emily, listening intently, felt the resonance of his words echo within her. There was a shared vulnerability in that moment, a delicate dance of emotions that unfolded like petals unfurling in the moonlight. When Robert concluded his confession, he looked at Emily with a mixture of hope and apprehension, unsure of how his revelation would be received. The silence that followed was pregnant with anticipation until Emily, with a tender smile, spoke words that would forever change the course of their story. "Robert, I've been feeling the same way. Your presence in my life has become something I cherish deeply. I was just waiting for you to find the courage to say it." Relief and joy washed over Robert as he heard Emily's admission. The park, now an enchanted haven beneath the starlit sky, seemed to celebrate their newfound understanding. The bench, once a place of casual encounters, had transformed into a sacred space, a witness to the confessions that had birthed a love story. In that shared moment, Robert and Emily, beneath the celestial tapestry, embraced the truth of their feelings. The park, with its whispered winds and rustling leaves, seemed to join in their celebration. The journey that had begun with a simple glance and evolved through friendship now took a significant leap, a leap into the realm of love. And so, beneath the stars that bore witness to their confessions, Robert and Emily's love story officially began, promising a future filled with shared laughter, stolen glances, and a tapestry of moments that would define their unique and enduring connection.
Chapter 7: Challenges. As the seasons of Meadowville continued to change, so too did the love story of Robert and Emily. Love, a force both tender and resilient, began to weave its intricate patterns around them. However, the path of love is seldom without its trials, and so, their story unfolded through the chapter of challenges. The first tremors of difficulty surfaced not long after their confessions, as the initial euphoria of newfound love began to give way to the realities of navigating a romantic relationship. The charming town, once the backdrop to stolen glances and whispered confessions, now became the stage for a different kind of dance, one of understanding, compromise, and shared growth. In the face of misunderstandings and differences, Robert and Emily found themselves confronted with the delicate task of learning to navigate the nuances of their connection. What had once been a seamless friendship now required an additional layer of understanding and patience. Yet, through the challenges, they discovered the true strength of their bond. Communication became their beacon, a guiding light that illuminated the path through the complexities of love. They learned to express their needs, fears, and dreams, fostering a sense of openness that allowed their connection to breathe and evolve. The park, where their story had begun, became a refuge for heartfelt conversations, a space where they could lay bare their vulnerabilities and find solace in each other's understanding. Shared values became the bedrock of their relationship. Their commitment to kindness, compassion, and the simple joys of life served as a compass that helped them navigate stormy seas. In the face of challenges, they held on to the shared principles that had initially drawn them together, finding strength in their alignment of values. The challenges they faced were not only external but also internal, a journey of self-discovery that mirrored the growth of their relationship. Robert and Emily learned to recognize and embrace the uniqueness of each other, appreciating the quirks and idiosyncrasies that made them individuals while still intertwined in love. Through the highs and lows, the triumphs and tribulations, Robert and Emily's commitment to one another remained unwavering. Their love, tested by the fires of life's challenges, emerged stronger, more resilient, and more deeply rooted in the shared experiences that defined their journey. As they faced each hurdle hand in hand, the challenges became a testament to the enduring nature of their love. The town of Meadowville, with its cobbled streets and cozy cafes, bore witness to the growth of a love story that transcended the initial enchantment, blossoming into a narrative rich with a tapestry of shared experiences and a commitment that weathered the storms. In the tapestry of their love, the threads of challenges were intricately woven, creating a pattern that added depth, resilience, and authenticity to the evolving story of Robert and Emily. Little did they know that the challenges they faced would be the crucible in which the enduring strength of their love would be forged, setting the stage for the chapters that awaited them in the unfolding tale of their lives together. Chapter 8: Happily Ever After. As the story of Robert and Emily unfolded, the challenges they faced only served to strengthen the foundation of their love. With time, they learned to dance in harmony with the ebb and flow of life, mastering the delicate steps of compromise, understanding, and unconditional support. The journey of their love, marked by shared laughter and shared tears, brought them to the culmination of their story, a chapter entitled, Happily Ever After. The quaint town of Meadowville, once the silent witness to their chance encounter, blossomed into a setting that celebrated the enduring love that had blossomed within its embrace. Robert and Emily, having weathered the storms of challenges, found themselves standing at the threshold of a new chapter, a chapter that held the promise of a lifetime together. Their individual growth mirrored the evolution of their relationship. Robert, once a man with a kind heart and a simple life, discovered new dimensions of love and resilience within the folds of companionship. Emily, who had faced professional challenges and personal uncertainties, found unwavering support and a source of strength in the arms of Robert. Love, as they had come to understand, wasn't merely about grand gestures but also about the tapestry of everyday moments. The shared meals, the quiet walks in the park, the stolen glances that spoke volumes, and the warmth of a shared blanket on a cold evening. Their love story, far from a fairy tale devoid of reality, embraced the beauty in the ordinary, a beauty that flourished in the mundane yet precious moments of their daily lives. With the town of Meadowville as their witness, surrounded by the embrace of friends and family who had shared in the chapters of their story, Robert and Emily embarked on the most significant chapter yet, a chapter that began with a simple wedding. The ceremony, held in a quaint chapel adorned with wildflowers and the laughter of loved ones, marked the commencement of their journey into happily ever after. The vows they exchanged were not merely promises, but affirmations of a love that had withstood the tests of time and adversity. In the presence of those who had witnessed the evolution of their story, Robert and Emily pledged to continue growing, learning, and loving each other with a commitment that went beyond the constraints of words. The celebration that followed was a testament to the love that had begun in a small town park, and had flourished into a narrative rich with shared memories and shared dreams. As they danced beneath the twinkling lights, surrounded by the echoes of laughter and the warmth of those who cared for them, Robert and Emily embraced the beginning of their happily ever after. The journey of their love story, painted with the strokes of simplicity, resilience, and authenticity, was a testament to the belief that love, when nurtured with care and tenderness, could indeed lead to a happily ever after. In the heart of Meadowville, where their story had unfolded like a gentle melody, Robert and Emily began a new chapter, a chapter of shared joys, shared sorrows, and the boundless promise of a love that would continue to flourish for the rest of their days. And so, in the embrace of love and surrounded by the familiar beauty of their town, Robert and Emily's story found its fitting conclusion, the happily ever after that would echo through the ages, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of Meadowville's history.